Hey everyone, I am here at Adrenaline RC Raceway in Winchester, Virginia for the 2019 Roar 1/8 scale electric nationals and 4x4 short course. So you can see here, a nice little dome on this place. Pretty awesome. It's like a mini Padova is what it reminds me of, and actually the owner says that that's kind of what he modeled it off of. So pretty cool. It's definitely a little smaller than Padova, but you know what, when you live anywhere east of the Rocky Mountains and it can rain or snow at any time, it's great to have an indoor facility like this. This is pretty awesome. So my first time here. But anyways, we're gonna start. This is the layout and it's very tight. You got the start finish line right here. And really you're just trying to stay tight. The straightaway, this is the straight. I don't know, we're 50 feet. It's pretty short. So for me, I'm actually running pretty lower motor. I'm at a 1700 in my Truggy versus normally I run the 2000. Just don't need the power for the most part here. But anyways, the track is also kind of loose. So we're still figuring out sauces and whatnot, but we come in here and a lot of us are drifting it. And you're just pitching the car and trying not to touch the pipe here. Stay tight. And then we got a pitching wedge, tall little mound here. You can see the elevation. It's probably 2.5 feet high. And you really do want to stay as high as you can. If you get off, you're definitely falling off. So staying up top here, and you can see a nice hole developed here. And this is just after the practice day. We had one day of open practice. Tomorrow was controlled practice. So I was trying to stay up here and stay inside of that best I could, but definitely could dip a wheel in that. And then this pipe's pretty tough. So trying to stay up high and start rounding this. And then at least for me, it's all about momentum on this track. It's so tight. You just really want to keep your speed going. And I would come about middle and start kind of bleeding out almost, about 3/4, and then start a nice arc. So really you're trying to arc that whole thing and trying to cut in here and then do a double off. Now I saw one or two guys, they were able to come up here, get a nice rotation really quick and triple this. For me, I think it's just gonna be faster, especially with only having the 1700 motor and truck, not running the 2000. It's just gonna be faster to take this, kind of bleed out, have a nice arc and keep that momentum going. If you're on the inside, you gotta slow down too much and square back up, and it's so much faster if you can just keep that momentum going. Jump off here in the double, trying to be about middle in. So it's kind of a 3/4 jump for the double, and then you kind of throw your car over the single and try to land nose up on the second one here. And try to land in the face of that. And then it's kind of a quick stab of the brake, get that car rotating. Have a nice rotation here, a little drift session. And we got another double going away. And you can see here, a little hole formed. And again, this is just practice. It'll be interesting to see, what they can fix, what they're allowed to fix with Roar and whatnot. But if it gets rough, we'll see. Because right now we're actually using indoor type tires, bar tires. I'm using typos. I'm using inside outs in the truck. So anyways, landing the double here and right away kind of start pitching it to set up for this next little straight shoot. And it's a fast single. You really kind of want to launch it. You can see the painted line there. That's kind of the top of this uphill. And you really want to try to land as high up that as you can. Otherwise, you're kind of casing the back end and it donkey kicks a little bit. So it's really launching it up here. As soon as I'm landing, I'm pitching it. And you're gonna see brakes and gas and just pitching it and adjusting it around the corner like that and just kind of drifting. So that's coming at you on the driver's stand. So from the driver's stand, we're coming at, you land right there and it's immediate pitch trying to come around. Staying tighter here and right to this little single. And for me, what I'm doing here, because you'll see this next jump's actually a little bit of an option. You can either stay inside, you can try to double it, you can stay really tight, go single. That's kind of what I'm liking for the most consistency. So I was trying to get it pitched really quickly here. Again, remember, this track doesn't have a ton of grip, so you're having a little bit of a slide all the time. But I'm trying to stay tight and then just do a really quick roll up on top of this and roll off. And then really accelerate down the downside and down the straightaway. So lap times are dipping into the mid-high 19s are the really good solid laps, and you can feel it when it happens. But 20s are very common. traffic's gonna be extremely hard. Let me show you from the top of the driver's stand here. So run up there really quick. And again, I just started, did the inside outs for the truck. So I took the gridirons, flipped them inside out, mounted them in clay compound, and that worked out pretty well. So that might be what I'm on tomorrow. It's either that or super soft, maybe even ultra soft for the buggy. So again, coming down that straightaway, I'm normally middle in, start pitching it about here, and you get a nice little controlled drift. Whip around that, a little straight, try to stay up tight on this as much as you can, and then stay tight on the downside towards the driver's stand a little bit. That way you can miss that hole that's right there, and then start lining up your arc around this. A little bit wide, arc it, keep that momentum going, nice little double, and then like flat into that single right there. Just flat with your nose up. Brakes, pitching it again around that. Another double, another drift, come right out at me. This is where I like to stand, about here, maybe over here. So it's just launching right up on top of this. Immediate pitch, control the drift with throttle and brake inputs. And then I'm trying to stay a little bit tighter here. Now the really hard thing is passing on this track. It's so tight, especially with a truggy. So you might make a pass on this corner here, okay? And you got a guy that wants to drag race you on the outside. You both come down to here, you come around and you're taking it, you're tight, and he's around the outside of you, up, all of a sudden he's on the inside of you for the next corner, and you're stuck. So it's really, you need somebody to let you go by and succeed the spot, or concede the spot, sorry. Or just kind of, it's going to be a lot of bump and grinding moves, I think, we're going to see on this track. So very tight, very technical. Should be really interesting, should be a lot of fun. You can see you got the misters going now. I'm hoping they kind of misted between every single qualifier, you know, like a 15-second mist. So really cool facility. If you ever want to check it out, Winchester, Virginia, probably an hour and a half out of Washington, D.C. And that's it. Tune into Live RC. I believe they'll be here starting tomorrow or Friday at the latest with all the coverage. So 1/8 scale Roar Electric and 4x4 Short Course Nationals 2019 Adrenaline RC Raceway. Take care, guys. Talk to you later.